Hi everyone, I'm Hadass from Milagro's marketing. So we've been talking a lot about surgical denials lately, but instead of just buzzwords, let's cut through the confusion. We hear a lot about AI and technology as a silver bullet to solve everything, but at Milagro we're trying to solve two critical problems. I have Tony here, our Chief Revenue Officer, just to walk us through what's behind those two new burning problems. So, hey, Tony.
Hi. Hi, Das. Thank you. Yeah, so we at Milagro kind of took the approach of looking at probably the two biggest problems that are facing health systems and ambulatory centers today. If you look at kind of the whole market, you're hearing a lot about AI. That's what I was hoping. There is a lot of confusion, and where is the value? But what we determined a long time ago was really there's two critical points. There is the challenge of surgical coding and all the work around that. And there's also this unique problem facing all health systems for regarding the denials piece. So there's the pre-authorization mismatch denial that leaves a lot of revenue lost or missed or chasing down the road to try to catch down the road. So those are the two critical problems that we've identified as very important to solve, and we've solved them.
Right. So it's a big claim to say. So we're not just talking about one solution at a time. We're basically talking about two solutions. Can you walk us through it?
Sure, absolutely. Well, in order to really effectively do the denials, we have been talking a lot about the surgical denials or preventing denials. In order to do that, you really need to have a very robust and effective surgical coding platform that is integrated directly into the health system's EHR. So if we start with the coding piece, we have a product called CodeGuard. And the idea is that we focus specifically on surgical coding, so the specialties of surgical coding, specialties, subspecialties, and all of the coding. And the technology is designed in a way, and because of the advantage of the integration, we are able to identify all of the critical components of surgical procedures, take those procedures, abstract them, and then code them accurately. Once we're able to do that, we can now consider the denial piece. Because we know we're integrated, we understand what's been done. Now we're starting to talk about ClaimGuard. ClaimGuard is specifically looking at the pre-authorization mismatch denial that occurs all the time. And that has a big impact on revenue and resources for health systems. So not only do they have to code it in the first place, but now they have to try to recover money after. So what we're able to do is we're able to identify everything that was pre-authorized. And here's a big advantage. As soon as we can get that surgical note, the post-operative note or post-operative summary, we can immediately understand the difference between what was authorized, what was actually done, and well within the typical payer window restrictions, submit for reauthorization. And that's huge for a health system. That's normally a denial, go through, chase the denial, have an appeal to get paid. So surgical coding, denials, two critical things that we've went out to solve for the market, and we're solving today.
So that we put those two pieces together, CodeGuard and ClaimGuard, we're basically giving code to health systems
Yeah.
to control over entire surgical coding through the revenue cycle. And it sounds like Matt, can you say something about the ROI in this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I can give a specific example, but for people that are working in the revenue cycle health systems today or ambulatory centers, they're going to really understand this. The only options I have today is either internal human resources or third-party outsource, which provides human resources. That's a very complicated, complex, manual, heavy effort that's expensive, takes time, and generally has been not that accurate. So by being able to apply a specific technology designed to solve autonomous coding for surgery, we're able to dramatically change the dynamic of how a health system or an ambulatory surgical center can use their existing resources more effectively and get more out of them. On the denial side, there's typically the denial occurs. You simply cannot get that denial inside of the payer window, or get that reauthorization inside the payer window, which generates a denial, which requires an appeal, which requires time and just the cost of money to get that money brought in, if you get that at all. So being able to simply avoid the denial altogether, it's a big deal for a health system. I can give a specific example for a health system in Florida that we're working with. Across 10,000 surgeries, we're able to bring in or maintain about $4 million of revenue per 10,000 surgeries that simply would have been denied and lost. So this is direct. This is us directly being able to track. We are able to get the reauthorization, get the payment, validate that payment, and we're able to do that and actually show those kind of numbers. So it's been really actually exciting to see that, because we're doing more and more of it and generating more revenue that would have been lost. Absolutely. Yep, we're looking forward to it. Thanks, Vadas.